on that note, Michael, and I mean, we talked about two distinct areas. You've got ADGM, okay, and then you've got DIFC. Just for the viewers, if you can just break it down for us and just give the viewers the difference, because obviously I know you have two licenses in two jurisdictions, basically. How does that work, and what sort of capital tends to flow in each one? Could you give us elaborate on that in terms of like how that works?
Look, don't forget that those markets are so new that everything changes all the time. Yeah, there's no fixed historical pattern. But to answer your question, I would tend to say the more institutional money would tend to go more to Abu Dhabi, not all of it.
That's fair.
More entrepreneurial capital would tend to go more towards the IFC. But there's another thing which is very important about these two jurisdictions. First of all, they have one thing in common. The leaders of the country and of the respective emirates have done something very smart. Both ADGM and DIFC function with English law.
That underpins a lot of credibility.
It gives a lot of support for international players to have a legal system which is fully compatible with other important financial places and financial hubs in the world. And that helps a lot because, again, don't forget, we are now experiencing a civilizational tsunami, catastrophe. The world is changing enormously. What used to be called the Global South is actually showing a very new face, a face of power, a face of money, a face of entrepreneurship, a face of demands. Don't forget, the Global South is 80% of the population of the planet. So a lot of things are shifting, a lot of things are changing. The problem with the Global South in comparison to OECD countries is that, you know, the rule of law in many of them is less applied. The currencies are not always convertible. There are much more obstacles to the ease you have among OECD countries. But on the other hand, you see the fantastic growth of these countries. Now, what is Abu Dhabi and Dubai, what are they offering? And that's what's unique. Don't forget, when I was a kid, you would pronounce such names as Abu Dhabi, Fujairah, Dubai. I would not even know where it was. It was somewhere in the desert. Now look at what it has become. It has become an extraordinary place with a growth rate which is unheard of. It's the most modern area for business, for living, for everything. But we are still in the very middle, geographically, but also culturally, of this Global South. It is an incredible hub. By the way, again, they have created amazing airlines, and those airlines are also a very strong instrument of efficiency. So you are in a hub here between Asia. India is 4 hours flight from here, the rest of Southeast Asia, Hong Kong. You have the whole GCC and Arab world around you, and another 6 hours on the other directions, and you are in the heart of Europe.